Welcome, friends. This is Noemi, and this is a short session focused on releasing fear about the upcoming election cycle. Each 4 years, each cycle, we are fed the message that this is the most important election of our lifetime. And as we move through the years, the cycles, we see that there truly is no change. And that means that the change has to come from us. But first, before we can get there, before we can practice radical self-responsibility and agency in how we take responsibility for our lives, we need to release any fear, resentment, anger that we might be holding on to about this really important piece of our democracy that is voting for our leaders. So we're going to start tapping together, just focusing on that feeling of fear, and we're going to do a short round to let go of anything that might be coming up, that might be keeping us stuck in the past, stuck worried about the future, and not able to be present in this moment. So my friends, we're going to start tapping on the side of the hand as you're ready. Tapping nice and easy, with no rush. Noticing how intense that fear feels first. Giving it a score on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being you don't feel at all and 10 being the most intense. And noticing where that feeling lives. Maybe it's in your heart, maybe your jaw, maybe your stomach. Maybe it's all over. Or maybe you're not quite sure. No worries. This is just about being here right now with what is noticeable and letting go of the rest. So, repeating either aloud or to yourself, even though I feel anxious and fearful about the outcome of the 2024 election, I'm open to loving and accepting myself anyway. Even though I'm worried about how the election will impact my life and how it will impact the people I care about and the world, I choose to trust that no matter what, I will be okay. And I'm open to seeing that the world will be okay too. Even though I have fear about the future, and I keep thinking about how bad it could be, and maybe this is the end of our democracy. I'm not sure. But I do know that I'm feeling a lot. And I choose to give myself empathy right now. Because there's a lot going on in the world. And it's hard to sit with uncertainty. Especially when it feels that lives are at stake. But I'm choosing right now to love and honor myself anyway. Moving to the crown of the head. I'm scared about the 2024 election. Beginning of the eyebrow. I'm worried about how much it will affect my life and the world around me. Side of the eye. It feels like there's so much at stake. And this fear weighs me down. And I feel uncertain about the future. I don't know what will happen. And that makes me feel anxious. I feel powerless over the outcome. And that makes me feel unsafe. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I worry that my well-being is tied to the election results. And it feels overwhelming to think about what could happen. But I'm choosing to acknowledge these fears. I'm choosing to notice how I feel right now. Because how I feel matters. So I'm choosing to give myself empathy. It's hard to care so much. And it's hard to be human sometimes. But I understand that this is me having a human experience. And my feelings matter. It's human to feel anxious about the future. It's human to feel anxious about uncertainty. I understand I don't have to carry this anxiety with me all the time. And I'm choosing to trust that no matter the outcome, I will be okay. And maybe the world will be even better. Maybe everything's okay. Maybe I can trust the process of life. Maybe I can release the control I feel I need. Maybe I can release the control that I've been holding so tightly to. Because I see that I've never had control. All I had was anxiety. And I'm open to letting go of that anxiety. I trust in my resilience. I survived the past 4 years. And I survived the 4 years before that. And I know I will adapt. I know I will survive. Maybe I'll even thrive. I choose to believe that I will be okay no matter what. And maybe the world will be even better. Maybe everyone will be okay. And maybe right now I don't need to focus on what could go wrong. Because I know that no matter what I've been through, I've been able to make it here. And I'm capable of navigating whatever comes my way. I choose to witness my fear right now. And I embrace trust in myself. I trust that I have the resources to handle whatever happens. I trust my heart. I trust my ability to adapt. I am well resourced to care for myself. I am well resourced to care for my loved ones. And I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing peace over fear. I trust that no matter the election outcome, I will be okay. And maybe the world will be even better. I'm choosing to release this fear. I'm choosing to feel more like me. Because this fear is not me. This is just what I'm experiencing. And it's human to feel fear in the face of uncertainty. But I'm choosing to love myself anyway. And even though there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I've been told that this is the worst election cycle ever, I see how far I've come. And I see how well resourced I am. I love and accept myself as I am. Even with all this fear in my heart, I'm open to trusting the process. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even with this fear about the election, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Alright, stop tapping, take your hands on your heart, closing the eyes for just a moment, focusing on your body. Noticing that feeling of fear. How has that changed? Has it moved? Has it intensified? Has it gone down? This is just about practicing awareness. And if the feeling has intensified, I'll invite you to watch this video again. Because when our feelings intensify, it means that there's more there that needs to be seen and felt. And that's a good thing. Because healing happens when we can feel those parts of ourselves that perhaps weren't permissible in the past. Now that they're making themselves known, they are ready to be felt and released. So honoring yourself wherever you are, however you feel, and knowing that's a really big deal to choose to take this time for yourself, to release fear, and to reconnect with love. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for being a being of love and light, and for giving yourself permission to feel all of your feelings. How you feel matters. You matter. Let's take one more breath in together. With a big sigh, letting it out. And then gently opening your eyes, releasing your hands. Thank you. Thank you for doing this work. It's not easy to feel our feelings sometimes, especially in a world that's told us that our feelings are too much. But they're not. Our feelings are so important. How you feel truly matters. So thank you for choosing to take care of how you feel. My name is Noemi, and I would love to see you again. I have a bunch of other videos here on YouTube, and we meet on Sundays at 9:30 a.m. Pacific for a live tapping session focused usually on anxiety and releasing big emotions and coming back to balance with how we feel. So thanks for being here. I hope to see you again. See you next time.